voice. So hope you guys are doing well. I'm excited to be here. Social media is something that I'm passionate about. I realized when Chris had reached out to me about social media, and I'm like, whoa, I don't usually speak. I love to speak, and that's not really a topic that I've spoken on before, but then I realized, how passionate I am and how helpful it has been for my business. So I was like, if it scares you, you say yes and you go for it. So that's why I'm here today. So let me figure out how to, I'm the wrong way. All right. What I'm going to talk to you about mostly today is about authenticity on social media and finding your voice and putting yourself out there. And I know that's sometimes really scary, and we're going to try some stuff together today, and I'm hoping that by the time you leave today, you're going to feel more comfortable and you're going to have some idea as to how to manage your own social medias. Sounds good? All right, so let me just tell you a little bit more about myself to put this into context. So I live right here in Norfolk. I run my own business. I'm a mom, I'm a wife. I'm really involved in this community. I like to say yes to a lot of fun things to help this community grow. I am a solopreneur, so that means that everything I do for my business is me. Right now I'm a one-woman show, and I've started my business about 4 years ago and really started to build this business on social media. I have not really invested a whole lot of money on traditional media. It's been mostly organic growth, organic and paid growth through social media. I am going to give you a disclaimer right away that I am not a social media expert. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to give you a take on being an entrepreneur and actually managing the social media. I have invested into working with different coaches to learn about social media, some different experts. I love to attend different conferences and really learn and grow. I also like to keep up to date with what's going on social media because it has been a tool that has been super helpful to me in my business, and it's been a lot of fun too. All right, so let's dig right into my topic for this part, and it's about being relatable. I made a lot of mistakes when I first started to use social media because I was scared. Putting yourself out there is challenging. We're sometimes afraid of judgment and afraid of what people and what kind of comments we're going to get. So I started social media using really generic stuff. It's easier to use stock photos and quotes that you find online and things like that. And I'm not saying that you cannot use any of that, but people really want to see your personality and want to know what your business is about, and it's not about you just using pretty pictures, is what I'm saying. In the first example on this, you can see it's a beautiful image. Actually, my friend's a photographer, and this is some stock pictures that she uses, and I do think it's beautiful, but as far as talking to your tribe and talking to your people, it's really hard for them to relate based on those images. When you're able to put yourself and have some connection to the area, then you're getting, people are seeing this and putting, like in this example, putting myself outside my comfort zone, what does it mean? Oh, maybe meaning biking on the trails in Turkey Point. Maybe I can do that too. Maybe I'm willing to put myself out there and go outside of my comfort zone. So although the message is very similar, the approach is quite different. I apologize, I already noticed the typo on the slide. The most important thing to get started on social media, you need to know who you're talking to. And that was one of the first mistakes that I made. I tried to be everything to everyone. It doesn't work. You have to find your target, and perhaps you have more than one target, but you really have to take the time to define who you're talking to. And wanting to sell to absolutely everybody, it doesn't work. I've tried, it doesn't work. So really identifying who this person is. And perhaps it's more than one person. So my ideal person is a woman that's 40 to 60-year-old. Perhaps her kids have grown up. She realized that she hasn't taken care of herself. She forgot maybe a little bit who she is. She doesn't really remember what she likes and how she's going to look after herself. So when I'm writing those social media posts, I'm talking to this person specifically. I'm not talking to the 19-year-old that wants to get abs of steels. That's not who my target is. So when I'm writing my social media posts, I relate to my avatar, my person. It's also important to identify what problem you're trying to solve. What scar or what pain point are you trying to fix for them? How do you want to help them? Like, I'm not solving all of their problems, but I'm certainly here to solve some of them. So when you gain clarity as to what the problems are, when you're really sure on what the pinpoints are, it's a lot easier to create the post based on that. The thing is, again, I'm relating a lot to my business because this is what I know, this is what I work on every day, and the pain point is perhaps she is not confident right now. Maybe she has body issues. Maybe she'd like more for herself and doesn't know how to get there, right? So I'm talking to those pain points specifically when I'm using the social media. It's also important to find out where your person hang out. So when you have the idea, that avatar, that person that you're talking to, like, where does this person hang out? She doesn't hang out on every single social media. Mostly my avatar hangs out on Facebook. That's the age group, that's the demographic of Facebook. And it doesn't mean that I'm only using Facebook, but this is my main way because my ideal client hang out there. My ideal client does not hang out on Snapchat. If your client is 15 to 25, probably is on Snapchat, and we'll go through the social media, but it's important to do the research to see where they hang out. If your client is 80 plus, probably not on any of the social media, or maybe Facebook, right? It's usually an older demographic. So there is no need to spend tons of time and energy on the social media where your person doesn't hang out. Back to the avatar, I really think and I made this mistake at first of identifying the person, but then kind of forgetting about the person. So my ideal person is on my desk. When I'm writing my social media posts, I'm looking at this person. I know exactly who I'm talking to. So add this avatar, create your person, and don't be afraid to evolve with the avatar. I know when I first created mine, I thought that my ideal client when I started my business was technically me. A young professional that's overworked, that is a mother and trying to manage it all. And that person has evolved because I realized over time that this is not necessarily the person I like to work with. I like to work with people that have time to invest in themselves, right? So that initial avatar was there, but it evolved. When I gained clarity in my business, that avatar evolved. So don't be afraid. You don't need to be stuck always with the same person as your business grow and evolve. It's okay to change it slightly. So what do I post on social media? That's always the questions, right? We try to post often because social media is about being consistent. If you are posting once a week or once a month or really infrequently, the algorithm of the social media is not going to show your post to a lot of people. So we aim to post often. I personally post something every morning. I'll give you some tool on that. I don't physically post every morning, but I have something that appears on my social media every day. Because I need to be consistent in order to, for example, Facebook, to recognize that I am engaging with my people, so they are going to show that post to more people. If I don't post frequently, not. But the thing with posting frequently is what am I gonna talk about now? What am I gonna post? I don't know. So my main suggestion for this, and that was given to me by an expert, is find 5 things. 5 things that you're going to talk about. So my main 5 things is outdoors, yoga, mindfulness, family, food, healthy food, right? So I have my base 5 things. So when I schedule my posts, I know that I want to hit one of them every week. Not saying that there's sometimes not more material, but I know that I want to post on those 5 topics. So when you're very clear on what your 5 topics are, you can find material. Obviously, there's things that you're passionate about. They don't necessarily need to always relate to your business. That sounds kind of weird to say. What I'm saying is that people want to know about you. They want to know who's running this business, especially in a small town. I realize that we live in Norfolk County. If a lot of your clients are here, people care about building relationships. It's not just about the stuff that you're selling or the service that you're offering, it's the person that's behind it. They want to know your story. And when they start to really like you as a person and care about what you're putting it out there, they want to encourage you, they want to support you, and they're going to refer you to more people. This girl is out there and she's involved in different things and she's putting herself out there. who are they going to call when they need a coach? Right? Same thing for your business. So if I see let's say real estate is one that you see a lot, or car sales, and something that feels a little bit more, yes, like people want to know about the house that are for sale, absolutely. But when you get to see who that real estate is or who that car salesman is, like as a person, because yes, you're buying the house, but it is the service that you're getting, you want to know who that person is. Like, in front of the family, or are they, what are they into? What are their passions? So it's okay to expand from your services and what specifically your business does, and show about yourself. So what do you do when you have your 5 topics? You put your authentic self forward. Does that sound scary? Yeah, right? But to me, it is the biggest difference that it has made on my business. And really showing your passions. I think people are interested in realness, and social media is not about really selling. It's about making connections and creating relationships. And when they trust you and when they become part of your tribe, they know exactly where to go for your service or your product. They will come right back to you. All right, so with your 5 topics in hand, I invite you to create some original material. It's okay to use some borrowed posts from time to time, but most of the material that you should be putting out there should be original. Like your pictures, your videos, your material. Decide on which social media to use. Like seriously, like that could be a full-time job for me to manage all social media that are out there. Pick and choose, pick your battle, pick where your audience is and stick to this and do it well. One of my pet peeves is people that are doing multiple social media and they're posting the exact same thing on all social media. That drives me bananas. Please do not do that. I know it's easier, but your audience hangs out likely in more than one. If they see the exact same material, I'm not saying that you cannot repurpose it and change it and use it another way or a different time, but don't post back to back, same exact thing on Facebook, same exact thing on Instagram, same exact thing on Twitter. Like, why? Right? Repurpose, change it up, use it another day, flip it around. Don't, like, right? Like that's, to me, is a lazy entrepreneur. Sorry if you're doing that right now. I didn't mean to, don't want to call you out on it, but I think it's better to take less social media on and do them really well. That's my key. Using a lot of video is really key. Professionally done video have a lot of value. So yes, I've done professional videos. I think they are important, but you're not using that every day, and unless your budget is unlimited, I'm pretty sure that you're not using some professional video all the time. So it's about creating your own videos, and I find that people can relate really well to that. So yes, there's value to the professional video, but doing a video with your own phone is great as well. People can relate, like they understand, unless you're a video business or photo business, then watch what you put out there. But if you're any other business, people realize that you're not a photo professional or a video professional, so it's okay to put yourself out there. I remember when I started, I guess my love with the live video really started with the Go Norfolk program that I had launched, and that was about inviting people to meet me at different places in Norfolk so they could get off the couch, enjoy a new place, discover activity, and this was a free program that I had launched. I really was passionate about helping people getting out without excuses of like, I don't know where to go, I don't know what to wear, I don't feel comfortable. I'm like, go. So I started doing the live videos. That was really the start. And you can probably hear me talk and hear my accent, and that was definitely something at first that was holding me back. I'm like, English second language, it's not going to sound perfect. I say quirky words all the time. I have wrong grammar sometimes. Like I own it now, but it took me a long time. But that did not stop me from going out there. And I really think that people relate to me as a human being, and they're not there to correct my grammar. That's okay, right? I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, like we're good. So don't wait for perfection. And I find myself catching myself a lot on that, like thinking for a really good hair day to get on a Facebook Live. People don't care. It's you as a person. Like, they're probably not having the best hair day either. We're good. I've been doing those videos about, going on my walk on Monday morning, because I love starting a routine on Monday, and I love Mondays, and this is where I get a lot of interaction. Like, they see me living the life that I'm preaching. So, it's not just a side thing, my business. Like, my business is my life, and I'm putting it out there, and I'm really showing me. And you may like me, and you may not like me, and if you don't like me, you're not going to be my client anyway, so we're good. Not everybody has to like me, not everybody has to like you. So doing live video is really important. Why is it important is Facebook especially love, like on the algorithm, they love live video. They will show live video to more people than any other media, meaning pictures or videos or anything else, or text definitely. Video or text are the lowest, photos, and then live videos. Okay, so we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna do one together. Are you guys ready? Any of you done a live video before? Okay, if you do, oh my God, the hands did not lift like too high on that. It was like, okay. I want to do a live video with you because I want to give you a few tricks if you haven't done one. They are really important if you haven't done. You still hear me okay? Talk loud. They are key, and so I want you to give it a try. I'm going to challenge you today to commit to do a live video if you haven't done one. So just a few things that I've learned from doing them and making a few mistakes at the start. One of the things, if you're doing a live video, like your phone needs to be horizontal. If your phone is like this, on the selfie stick it doesn't, but sometimes you have that screen is locked, and then the video like appears really tiny. And doesn't look good. Like, I don't want to watch those videos. Like, I literally like scroll through them if they are on the wrong way. Like, they just look so small. So making sure that you have the right position for your phone. If you're going to do live video and you're going to be on this, you're going to need a selfie stick. My kids always laugh like, Mom, do you have your selfie stick? And I'm like, yes. And one thing, that make sure that you put your phone on do not disturb. Getting a phone call or stuff in the middle of a live video, not so good. I got caught a couple of times doing that, and it's like, so do not forget. If you can be outdoors in a good lighting area, it's helpful. Like right now we have quite a bit of natural light. It definitely helps. And make sure that you have a good signal. Like if you're at home and your home internet is like, just wait till you're in a better area. So I have no idea what the Wi-Fi is here like, but let's give it a try. So making sure, so even when you start typing, you need to make sure that your screen gets on the wrong way. So we're gonna go live. Are you guys ready? Anybody don't want to be in a live video? Like, okay, we'll be like 2 seconds on this. All right, so you always need a title when you start a live video. I'm going to get it right. I'm doing my pet peeve is sideways and then, here we go. Okay. Live from Invest Norfolk. Sorry, guys. Okay. All right, we're going to go live right now. Hello, this is Amelie Chanda. I'm a wellness coach. I am at Invest Norfolk right now talking about social media and the importance of live videos. I am with a great group of entrepreneurs. Say hi, guys. So we're talking about live video, and I'm challenging this gang to do a live video on their Facebook page as soon as possible. Who's in? Lift your hand. Got a few? Okay. We want to see that this video is going to be shown to a lot of people. So if you see this, please share it to your page. Show that we can get a lot of reach to the live video. Are you guys going to share it? Yeah. Okay. All right. Tune in. We'll show more information on this. Okay, so short and sweet, but I'm going to invite you to go see. So this is posted on the Invest Norfolk page. Another thing, I didn't do that now because I'm doing this quickly, but an important thing on the live video is that if you see a live audience on it, ask them to be interactive. Like, how are you today? Type yes in the message. Like, more interaction there is in the live video where it's happening, again, the algorithm is going to be on your side and it's going to be shown to more people. So ask for interaction, ask for questions, you know, give me thumbs up if you agree with this. Like, really ask for the people to interact with you and talk to them like they're live. Like, that's why you're doing this. It's a lot to think about when you're doing it at first, but it gets easier. I remember not too long ago that I was like pressing the button was like, and like, see now it's like, it's good, it's fine. Okay? Another thing that I do when I do live videos, because it take a caption of whatever they decide, and sometimes it's not your best face. I tend to have a lot of crazy facial expressions. So you can go and edit the video just to choose the screen, the top screen, the picture that they show. So I go find something that tends to be a little bit more welcoming than like, and always make sure to have a, you know, something that captures the attention with the title. And even if you're doing live video, don't wait for a large audience to show up. I know sometimes I watch videos and they're like, oh, we'll wait a few more minutes and see if somebody's going to come in. And it's like I'm here. Like, talk to me. Because in this video, you're going to be able to post it on there. So more people will see it afterwards anyway. And it's still a live video, so the algorithm is still good. I mean, awesome if you have an audience, but don't, like, sit and wait until people show up. Like, that's not really respectful for the people that are on there. And then if they watch the replay, the first 5 minutes, you're not saying anything and you're losing their attention, so they're already scrolling through to the next thing. So, like, jump in. So which social media to use? Facebook, seriously, like, if you're not on Facebook right now, like, your business is not alive. People look, like, to me, if I'm looking for something and there's no Facebook page, like, they must be closed. You need to have a page there. Instagram right now is really popular, especially the Instagram stories. Stories are key. If anybody has questions, I love the stories. I'm getting really a lot of views. It's a little harder to get interactions, but if you use some of the tools, like you'll see on the Instagram stories, you can do polls or ask questions and all those little extra buttons that Instagram have to invite people to interact with you. And this is, again, really powerful for them to show your stories to more people. And when people interact with you, they will make sure that they see your stuff ahead. Like, they will see more of it. So make sure that you find a way to interact with your audience even in the stories. If you need help with stories, I know some people like have no idea how to get started with that. I'd be glad to help afterwards. I'll be here for a few minutes and I can certainly help you with that. Twitter, I personally let go a little bit. I find there's a lot of interaction locally, but it's a lot of the same people. I don't see that there's a lot of new people on this. So as far as my ROI, I'm not spending as much time as I used to on this. I mainly focus on Facebook and Instagram at the moment. LinkedIn, I think it's really important to have a profile. I don't tend to spend a lot of time there because my ideal client doesn't hang out there, but if you're offering some kind of business services, then I would strongly advise to be on LinkedIn. I like to speak, so that's a reason why I like to be on LinkedIn, because I have a lot of connections there and people can see a little bit of the credentials. And you can also connect with other business professionals without being like friends with them. Like, I don't care about their personal life, but I like to connect with you. So that's really a space for that. Snapchat, really only if your audience is really young. Other than that, I wouldn't spend tons of time on there. Pinterest, I don't think it's as popular as it used to be, but if you're into really the image, like your business is really important, if you're like an event planner or a designer or like something that really is image driven, like if getting a feel of what your style is, then perhaps that's a good place to hang out. Whoops. Scheduling their posts is going to be really important. Like I say, post every day. Like, I don't sit on my computer every morning. Like, I did that for some time, did not work so well for me, got pretty burned out pretty quick. So I use schedulers. So the main core of my business is meeting clients, so I don't have a lot of time to do the background work. So that tends to be Monday for me. I actually, at the moment, sit out at Groundswell co-working and can get a lot of work done, and I schedule my posts for the whole week. So I will use for Facebook. Actually, Hootsuite will do all social medias, but I personally like to for the Facebook, I'll use the Facebook scheduler, so the tool that's already built into Facebook. And I just really consistent with picking a time, relatively the same time every day. Yeah, Dee?
Is the Facebook scheduler, Amelie, downloadable?
No, it's right built in, yes. So on your business page, when you create a post at the bottom, it will say post or schedule. If you click schedule, the calendar will pop up and you'll pick your time and your day for scheduling. So I do my whole week, then I don't have to worry about it. Actually, I do have to worry about it because I want to interact with the people on my posts. So I don't worry about posting the rest of the week, but I do make sure that I respond to comments, questions, like that interaction, because it's not just about posting, it's about creating relationship, it's about building your tribe. So when they ask you a question and they comment, like, you need to be there. And it's not like 3 days later. Like, social media is like happening now, right? Planoly, I started using it and I really like it for the Instagram post. So if that interests you, it's just a free tool. All of these are sweet. I think I paid something. Oh, I'm not sure of that. I'll have to double check on that. Whoops. Getting ahead. I'm moving a little faster. Important to look at your insight and your analytics. Like, you need to find out what posts are working well and what posts are not. Especially on Facebook, you will see, I am doing that a lot on my phone, and there's actually a button that says Insight, and you can actually see what posts are performing really well and which one are not. You can see your engagement and how many people have viewed your posts. So get an idea, like, wow, this has worked really well. Like, why? What was this? What was the topic? Or you know, was it really generic, or was I very sincere? Like, oh, maybe that. Like, figuring out what your audience really enjoy and what they engaged on is a really good way to plan your posts moving forward. Yeah, I just talked about that, like interacting. It's not just about posting, it's about connecting with them. Like, I care about the people that are about my page. If they want it, like, I'm providing a lot of free information because I care about my tribe. Don't be afraid of put out free advice, information. Like, it's all good, right? I'm not coaching them online. Like, if they really want to work with me as a coach, like, they're getting a lot more than Facebook pages or posts, right? So I'm never afraid to put that free information out there. I like them. I want them to keep hanging around. I want to give them something of value. I just don't want to throw junk on there every day, right? It's important to me to be really, that has value, I guess is what I'm saying. I just want to talk quickly about paid reach and organic reach. Obviously, you know, putting social media posts for free is lovely, but also has a limited reach, right? They will show it to the people that like your page, and barely. Facebook is not super friendly to small businesses. It doesn't tend to put your posts forward. Other than the people that keep interacting with your posts, yeah, they will keep seeing them, but the people that are a little bit ghost on Facebook that don't, you know, comment a lot, you will lose them. They will not see your post unless you start paying for ads. I think there's value. I really think that we all need a budget for paid ads on Facebook, especially if you really want to grow your audience and have a broader reach. You need to invest, but it's pretty cheap. Like, you know, I'll create an ad and put like $20 or $30 on it, and it goes a long way. But again, creating the ad but monitoring it, like, is it working? Like, if it's not working, like, take it off and then work on something else. Like, you just, even if you commit to like a week's ad and you don't see like any interaction, like, just stop that and try again. It's a bit of a trial and error sometime.
Emily,
yes.